Okay, there it is, and all the components for the Warlock 200 size frame. Really not much to it. 4mm carbon fiber arms. Not bad at all. 2 holes for mounting. We'll see how it comes together. Camera mount section. Side plates. It goes to the top. This looks interesting. Let's start with the camera section. Right, first plate goes in like this. But you got to remember, put it in there, then align it to the back, and then nice tight slide press. Make sure it's in position properly. Next one. Hook slide at press. Nicely lined up. Next little section would be this. To lock the two sections into place so in the event of a crash they don't slide forward. Oops, that's a little bit too much. And there you are, perfectly aligned. Oh, it's my charger making such a noise. Okay, now let's complete assembling the top section. First you will need these two standoffs. They are 28mm each. Grab additional one of these small screws. The long section here will go to the back. So what we do is put it in this side, align it up, little press and it's in. This side and it's lined up. Take another 2 of these small screws. Oh, but wait, before you do that, don't forget this. I have forgotten this before, and yeah, it is very difficult to put it in past the standoff. So let's do that quickly. Hold the screw against that, because it is a very tight fit. This is where your long nose pliers will come in. Oops. Next one. Remember, don't tighten one first. Put both in first, and once you've put them both in first, Then you can tighten them one after the other. If you do tighten one first, it will misalign the plate, that small little plate in the bottom. Once that small little plate is misaligned, you will have hell to put in any one of those. Specific reason why we put them like this is strength and security. It reinforces this so it doesn't wobble easily. Now we can put in the top section. Remember, long section to the back, short section to the front. Normally, before we do this last step, we would be installing our FPV equipment. Installing my camera first, that will go into these slots. My video transmitter, that will go directly underneath here. But now, only thing that we're going to do here is close it up, because it's just a frame assembly. There you are. The top section is assembled. Strong, sturdy, and this thing is not going nowhere. Right. Now, one thing to remember when assembling the bottom plate. Take the first plate. Both of these plates are identical. Take the first plate. You will find that there's two screws. That's a different length from the other screws. Take these two 10mm screws. Center hole, one standoff. To hold it, I use the back section of the pliers of my long nose so it doesn't scratch the anodizing. Okay, once you've got both the standoffs into position, take this plate and make sure that the strap slots line up on both sides, that one and that one there, like that. These screws, or these arms, each of them have a little notch like that. That little notch aligns with that there. So let's just put these in. I always start with the middle ones first, on which our controllers and our power distribution boards go as well. Then I put the alignment piece in with another standoff, and these are only put hand tight. Only hand tight there. And there it is. Your frame is assembled. Now would be a good time to take your battery strap and fit it through the holes. I'll use one of the line ones lying around here. Once your battery strap is in, you can go ahead and insert the power distribution board. That's how your controller would fit. Or rather, your power distribution board would go there and your controller will come on top of this with standoffs. But for now we'll remove this. Right, now for the last section. Whichever way is your forward. And there you are. Full assembly of the Warlock frame. Looking pretty good. Very neat. Very well designed. Several of you have asked why 3 standoffs on each side. Center standoff is additional support, making the structure even stronger. That little bit of weight will not have much of a big difference on the rest of the frame in the design. And this is how she looks like, fully assembled. Voila! This is the 230. Warlock frame. Small changes that I have made while assembling. I put my antenna out through the side instead of protruding out directly out the back. I cut a small slot and a hole in to fit my controller, my antenna. So once the antenna is in place, it's strong and it will not be in the way of anything. We've got a beautiful angle over here for the Mobius camera, the Foxeer, or any of those small little cameras. And the angle, well, yeah, that's pretty good. If you do want some more angle, there will be an additional plate coming onto this that will house a GoPro or any one of those type of recording cameras. What will also be added onto this is a tiltable angular frame holder, so that the top section for the recording camera will be able to be tilted in all directions. There you are. Looking good. Flies well. That is how the controller is done and my complete wiring. You can note the positioning of my power distribution board, then my flight controller. Small little S-bus radio link receiver, which is really very small. And then 35 amp speed controls. We are just waiting for the proper motors for this frame. Tested it with the standard 2204 motors and it's fine, but it lacks that serious punch a frame like this needs. There you are. There's the differences between the 230 frame, the 200 frame and the 230 frame. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. And we'll have many more builds coming along soon.